schools and fans is days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Aztecs in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Line getting set on second down. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
Turning it on!
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. third down play from the gun. Makes the catch. It's cool. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Aztecs are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's cool. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would... He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's cool. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they blocked him. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll run the RPO and work right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. The pitch. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the line. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we told you offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Fire fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. It's Camara. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Poole. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Peace. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Peace. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Aztecs can really attack on this second and short. Running behind that left side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. Trying to run, it's Duggan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Balls it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Peace. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Poole. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Strong, firm tackle. It's come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. The lead is now back down to 9.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Look out, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Camara. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Aztecs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. On his way from around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a tight end down the gut. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum in. And down he goes back at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, San Diego State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Running it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield very late in the half. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. And the Aztecs will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Fresno State will have to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Aztecs have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And he will score! Touchdown, Aztecs!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hurley. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulldogs are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
With the catch, it's Peace. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush is on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The option look. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll leave it with him. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a move to get open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got his man across the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. And the Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time.
Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. Wide open spaces. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Absolute shame. Missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
A chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive. Wasted opportunity.
Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Snagged out of the air. Really nice job. It past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. It's a 1-score game late and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and they desperately needed to keep that drive going and they couldn't make the connection. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hurley. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll try the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're looking to throw on second and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's busted. Picked off, what a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really?